Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Jewel Drawing and today I will be reviewing a couple of my art books. I've been using it further along my art skills. Alright, let's just jump right into it. So this first book is one of my newer books I just bought recently. It's Drawing Anatomy, an Artist's Guide to the Human Figure by Barrington Barber. Moving right along, this book has a lot of really good illustrations in plain language that will help you identify different muscles, all those kinds of things. Right now, I don't really get involved with like the explanation. I just look at the pictures, but eventually I'll get there, and it's an overall really good book. Okay, so the next book is by the artist Taco. I think I found them on Twitter. It's a really big book, and I had to mark everything with sticky tabs just to keep everything organized by color. But this is a really good book, and it covers a lot. It is in Korean, if you don't know how to read Korean, you won't be able to read the notes. But if you go based off of the illustrations and the drawings, it's super easy, of course. But it's really helpful. It's a lot of information in here. Like I can't even cover everything, but they cover a lot. Like clothing, hands, figure, everything. Really good book. So the next book is Character Design Collection Heroines, which is just a compilation of different artists and their protagonists and how they draw them and different character designs, how the different shapes they show you, like the lines and everything, and shading that they use, and they have little yellow notes in there that give you how they drew. And I got this for this artist. Her name is Magdalena Denova, I believe, and she's one of my favorites. But I highly recommend because there are different styles and different artists that they feature. Okay, so this next one is Sketch Every Day. The couple of things I love about this book is that it talks about a wide range of different topics. So composition, rendering, how to choose color palettes, and it like teaches you how to like draw dogs and just different things, backgrounds, how to manage like everything that goes with backgrounds and the difficulty it is to draw backgrounds. But I highly recommend because it has a lot of information. Just really good, easy to understand, and yeah, really good, really great book, really great resource. Now this book is a bit scary. Bam! Right in your face. Perspective. Okay, so this book, really cool. It has a comic format. It is dedicated specifically to comic book artists, but I use it just to learn perspective, and you never know when you may need it, even if it's for a comic book. And I just think overall it's really good and it's really funny. This book is video game art, and it goes in depth with how to make art for video games. I have this one because I'm one of those people who are really versatile and I don't like to just focus on one thing. So it pretty much talks about everything that the other books I've mentioned talk about, but it goes into things that are more specific for drawing for video games. So it's really cool. So I just wanted to give you guys another perspective. Another book. It's really hard to angle the book on my desk, but we make it work. So yeah, just different things. Same as the previous books, but also catered to the audience of those artists who would like to draw for video games. Really cool. Please check it out. And yeah, really great book. This book is Color and Light, and if you're looking for something that's going to help you get into understanding color and light and how all of that works, this is a really great resource. It's for painters, but anyone can use it. It applies to everything in my opinion. Really great, different terms for light. Like I didn't even know there were so many different terms for how to classify different lighting. But it's really, really, really good. Really good. I highly recommend this book. Okay, so next up, creating stylized characters, and I think I bought this book on a whim. Um, but it goes in depth in how to create stylized characters or creatures, how to use different shapes to create different faces and different body types, as well as what about your characters can be informed through the drawing and the clothing that you choose and how they stand and how they look. Really great resource. Um, as always, I highly recommend this book as well if that's what you're into. It's so funny. So, for these kind of books, I used to hate them when I was younger. I thought they were like, I don't know. But this book is really simple. I'd recommend this for beginners. If you're trying to get into figure drawing and posing and how everything works and how lines work in drawing poses, um, it's really good, really great for beginners. Like, I don't know what I was on as a kid because I, yeah, it's really helpful. And I highly recommend. Okay, so for my manga lovers, this one is Manga Drawing Deluxe, and it also has a comic-like style, same as the Perspective book. Um, Super helpful. Everything is super helpful. I'm sorry if I'm like really repetitive, but it has a lot of information. And I wanted to speed through this because I know that this is going to be a really long video, but I really want to make sure that you guys are able to see the book. Um, Even if I'm not explaining it well, hopefully you can take a look and see um, what it has to offer, and hopefully it'll help. And while we're on manga, this is Manga Secrets, one of my favorite books I just picked up recently, I think like 3 weeks ago. Really informative, really simple, and straightforward. This one really, it features different artists and it includes their social information. So if you want to go check them out on Instagram to see how they're using their techniques that they have in here, it's really cool. This is one of the books that really helped me figure out how to draw hands. Like something clicked and I was like, oh, okay, cool. This is how it works. So I highly recommend this one as well as the others because it's just so simple and it's really cool to look at different things like how to draw the clothing, shoes, and people who are younger. So yeah. Another thing I wanted to start getting into is how to draw backgrounds and use color to create really moody scenes and tell a story. So this book I found on Amazon and it's in Japanese, but it's mostly just the illustrations themselves. And they have a wide variety of different styles and different colors that people use, different artists use, I'm sorry. And it's really, really cool to see how you can turn a page and get these different feelings and different emotions just based off of like how they drew the world around them or for their character. It's really, really nice. And like I saw a few that reminded me of the movie Weathering with You and like Children of the Sea, which I thought was really cool. Like I love this one. It's just so calm, you know? Gives me Studio Ghibli, and they also do black and white, so like just line art. Get it? Highly recommend. Okay, so transitioning into more traditional art, this is portrait drawing. Really great resource to help you figure out the different parts of the head, proportions, how to draw it in different angles, and it also features different artists and how they use their mediums to express, you know, the features of the head. And one thing that's really important is practice, practice, practice. And I really love that about this book and how they laid it out. And it's really true. The only way for you to get better is to practice. Um, so yeah, really great resource. It really walks you through the different steps of how to draw the head. And I think it's really nice how they did these illustrations from going like 1, 2, 3, 4, because that's really helpful. This is another traditional book, Drawing the Head for Artists. Same concept as the last one, just a different kind of style. I think the last one focused on like charcoal. This one does charcoal, but I also think it does like, you know, graphite. And it breaks down the different parts of the face a little bit more in depth. So, like this. I really love this. how to block in the parts of the face. It's just really easy to understand. Yeah, so basically the same as the last book, but has a little bit more information. Last but not least, my favorite art book by GUWEIZ. I hope I pronounced that properly. I feel like I butchered it, but he is my favorite, one of my favorite artists. Just, I really cannot stress this enough. Like, one of my favorites. I love how he draws his characters, how he draws his backgrounds, the moods that he creates. And he really goes through and he breaks down. Also, this isn't sped up, so I'm really like just talking here. I did love this part about like him inserting like self-teaching and jumping out there, because art takes a lot. Art, and if you're an artist to artist, look, you're doing a great job, because waking up and being determined that you're going to be an artist, you're going to create, is really, really daunting for most people, and the fact that you're doing it is really great. So I commend you for that. But this book, oh my goodness. There's one in particular that is really good. I'm trying to search for it, and I noticed that he puts cats in most of his pieces. And I did like the fact that he really breaks down and is really honest in this book about what it means to be an artist for him and his struggles. This is one of my favorites. But this isn't the one with the cat. Let me see. Hopefully you guys can see it. I'm trying to find it. Where is it? There's one in particular with a cat that I really love. This one has a cat. Hold on. There's the cat. There goes that country accent. There's the cat. But there's one in particular. I'm trying to... Here it is. Here it is. The cat. Look at the cat. Okay? The background's nice. The lady's legs and shoes are nice. But the cat is so cute. But yeah, GUWEIZ. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love his art. Really good. Highly recommend. Now this one I highly, 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 highly recommend. But thank you. I know this is a really long video. I really appreciate you watching to the end. I hope some of these book recommendations have sparked your interest and have inspired you. And I hope that they help in the future. So thank you so much and have a wonderful, wonderful art day. That's so corny. Have a great day.